Okay, this is how I spend most of my time, also known as life. I wrote this book, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit later here, or that's what I'm supposed to talk about this lecture. I'm a writer, and that's what I like to do most, but also lecture on the digitized working life, how to lead yourself and how to lead others. And I have a background in work-life research. And anyway, so this book was published this year. The previous one was published 3 years ago. And what else do I do besides writing and blogging? I've been blogging for Stilettos on the Glassing, a career blog on Forbes 100 list. I also, and this is really new, since last week, I'm working for Brainlit as their communications and marketing responsible for it's a startup in Lund with the software company for software for bringing outdoor light indoors. Don't ask me about the tech things because I don't know yet. But it's a patented software program, and it's really gaining a lot of interest because adjusting the lights, the red and blue waves, makes you more productive or relaxed, and it has health benefits, proven health benefits, with increased, for example, increased sleep quality. And they just closed the second round now for financing, and we're going to go public with it in a couple of weeks. And it's really big, and they just got a couple of new businesses closed also this past week. Watch out for us in the press. I work with Digitech stuff and EduHack with Susse that I mentioned earlier on the previous lecture. And we're having an EduHack, we're hacking education. And we're having a full day EduHack here next Saturday between 10 and 4, bringing different people together. I'm also with Sweden, Women in Tech International Swedish chapter, initiated about a year and a half ago in Sweden. And we've been doing it here at FOO until about a little bit more than a year ago. And then I couldn't find the right approach for it. But now I decided, together with some other people, that we're going to start after Christmas with women entrepreneurs and startups. And how can we increase and how can we help each other being women entrepreneurs within tech startups? And to that I also connect Nordic Female Business Angel Network that I'm the vice chair of since this fall, actually. It's a women investors that goes more for the seed round between 10 and 50k euros. And it started a little bit more than a year ago, and we're also part of EBAN, European Business Angel Network. WeHubs is a new project that's about closing in Europe that's been mapping women in tech entrepreneurs. And I was asked, because I have a pretty wide network with women entrepreneurs in Sweden and in the US, to be the Swedish ambassador now, even though Sweden is not actually in the project. But Swedish women, especially Sweden entrepreneurs, has a really good reputation in Europe and are like role models. So I figured, well, so anyways, I'm joining these three together, starting this January. And I also, I please encourage you to get in contact with me. And we'll probably, well, Mickey doesn't know it yet, but we're going to run it once a month here at FooCafe as we did before. And Esther, you know now. But we've done it before, so we did it last fall. So anyway, so that's what I do most of my time. And then I do some other stuff too, but. Why? The wrong device, maybe. That's why. This book sprung out of a lecture I had here at Geek Girl Meetup 2 years ago on how to succeed in networking. Because I'm a good networker, I have a big network both here in Sweden, in Europe, and especially in the US, and especially in California. And then at that lecture, I talked about the zebra and the lion and the story of it. Have you heard it? No? And well, there is none. So that's no. Because have you ever heard about, or have you crossed your mind that there is a zebra that tries to be a lion? No. But why are we trying to be someone else than we're not? You know, trying to, I mean, you never, do you see what I'm going at? Why are we always trying to be someone else that we're not, instead of using the talents that we already have? It's ridiculous. It's like, you know, Zlatan, I usually use him as an example. What if they should have told him that, stop playing football, you're already so good at it, and go do something else that you're not so good at? Can you see, I mean, why? I never understood the point. And trying to go to school where they have you to focus on what you're not good at, because you need to increase your grades. If you're a parent, or if you've been a student too, you go there to these parent-teacher meetings, and they start focus. Oh, you're so good, good. And then, well, you're not so good at this, so focus on this. I'm just like, okay, why? I'm a shitty chef, but so why should I start going to chef school then? I mean, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so that's how it all started, the story about this book. And actually, there was a woman that actually designed the book cover and the layout and everything and the PR material for me that was in the audience. And she was like, wow, I'm going to stop trying to be a lion. I'm going to be the zebra that I am. And she actually changed her career just a couple of months later. And she's doing what she really loves. So I'm really happy for her. So I'm going to share some experiences from that, because I've always been a zebra. I always follow my own path in life, and it's really, really hard, especially as a woman entrepreneur. I've been running my own business for like 17 years now, and I've been doing business, I've been working, I've been on sick leave because I was really, really sick some years ago, but I always followed my inner GPS. Trust yourself and follow, because you know by heart what you're good at and what you really like to do. But it's not easy. We're living on a digitized savannah, as you know, because you're part of it. And that's changing. We're global talented pool. We have to think globally. Work is not anymore, for most of us anyway, a place that you go to. Work is something that we do. We're in the midst of the transition from an industrialized era into the digitized era. And we're right in the middle of it. So we have to deal with old values on how to look for jobs and structure-wise and so forth. And you also have to deal with new structures emerging in a new business life and working life being digitized. And I often run into problems with managers in my age, from like the Jurassic Park age era, that has a difficult time to understand that you cannot manage young talents, especially not young women, the same way, or co-workers the same way you did 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. You have to be a different kind of manager. So it's really tough to be a manager or a leader today, as some of you know. And I would call digital leadership and requires a change of mindset, since we have changed our behaviors due to internet and technical digital development. So it's all about changing your mindset, but don't change your stripes, girls. Keep remember who you are, because that's the only way you will be able to succeed in the business life ahead. Use your superpowers, find your super talents, and develop them. You need to trust yourself, your ability to lead yourself, to be authentic, because otherwise you will never, I would say never, but my experience from working life is that the most successful people use their super talents and be who they are. They're authentic. And this is what will see emerging more and more in leadership as well. You need to be authentic. You need to be transparent, and you are, because of being in a social media world. where everything is exposed. You need the good communication skills and walk your talk. And that's how you will succeed. And I want you to think of what is to live a successful life for you. Don't fall into the trap and trying to live a life that's successful in someone else's eyes. Because you will always keep on being unhappy, striving for something, not feeling satisfied. So remember, what's a success for you? Okay, lots of text I know, but you will get these slides from me if you'd like me to send it or publish them for you. Be who you are, know and use your superpowers, and walk your talk. Keep healthy and be creative by using your inner GPS, because you know by heart what you like to do, but what you're good at. Just try to develop it further. And don't take it life too seriously, because we won't get out of it alive anyway. And also, to feel at ease and happy is your natural and normal state of being, and it's what we all strive for, either consciously or subconsciously. And we've done it since we were babies. We cry when we're not satisfied. We know what we need, and we need to satisfy those needs for us. And we always strive to be happy or feel good. And listen to your bodies, because they're telling you, if you listen. You always make the right decision in a given situation, even if it does not seem like it later on. This means you can always only make a decision based on the knowledge and awareness of a given situation. I was taught that when I worked at Digital Equipment, which was bought by Compaq, which is now HP. And that was I still meet colleagues from that time, and this is what we remember. It was totally fantastic working for this computer company back in the mid-80s, where everybody got the same education or the 3-day introduction, no matter of position. And this was our mantra, that we always made the right decision. And I tell you, that business was blooming, because you always felt good, because you knew they trusted you. That in any given situation, I made a right decision, even if it one day or 1 year from now seemed like a bad decision. At that point, they trusted us that we made the right decision. And that's the only thing you can do. Because if you then go back and look at the decision you made and why you made it, that's the only decision you can make by that time. So don't worry too. And just go out and live your life. And then you never fail. You only get more experienced. Okay, so I want you to keep on being the zebra you are and rock the world. And I want to show you a small video. Oops. That I just... I did the hyperlink. Well, anyway. Oh, here, I can open the link. There. I don't know if you've seen this. This is my favorite. I hope the sound gets on. There's no sound, huh? Oh, you should have the sound too. Oh, it's better with the sound. Anyway. Oh, you should have the sound too. Anyway. Music is better to go with it, but I love it. You should watch it with the sound on, it's a lot better. Yeah, I have increased the sound level maximum. I don't know, it should work because it's the HDMI. Okay. Yeah, I think there's actually 2 people in there. Yeah. Yeah, I'll stop there. Thank you so much for listening to me, and please reach out and network with me. I'm happy to help you.